The global gas distribution industry is currently transitioning its underground infrastructure from steel to medium and high-density polyethylene. These polymers offer superior chemical resistance and flexibility, but their molecular structure introduces a severe physical limitation. Polyethylene is an electrical insulator and is non-magnetic. These chemical properties render the pipe invisible to legacy electromagnetic induction tools, the standard devices used by utility locators to trace conductive metal surfaces. This detectability gap has high stakes. Third-party excavation damage remains a leading cause of catastrophic pipeline failures because construction crews cannot avoid what they cannot accurately map. To find these buried assets before a backhoe does, utility managers have to bypass standard metal detection and locate the pipes using alternative wave mechanics. Solving this requires analyzing three specific physical domains: the dielectric limits of ground-penetrating radar, the fluid dynamics of acoustic waveguides, and the material science of engineered magnetism. Mapping modern gas utilities has evolved into a geophysics challenge, requiring multimodal wave analysis. Ground-penetrating radar, or GPR, fires high-frequency electromagnetic pulses, typically between 10 MHz and 2.6 GHz, into the Earth to image subsurface anomalies. GPR relies entirely on signal reflection. An electromagnetic wave only bounces back to the surface when it hits a boundary between two materials that have a contrast in their dielectric permittivity. This is the reflection coefficient equation. It is the mathematical determinant of a returning signal strength, calculated by comparing the dielectric permittivities of medium 1 and medium 2. Applying this equation to a polyethylene pipe buried in dry sand illustrates the root of the detection challenge. Polyethylene has a dielectric constant of approximately 2.3. Dry sand sits in a nearly identical range, typically between 3 and 5. This minimal dielectric contrast results in a reflection coefficient near 0. The electromagnetic wave passes through the pipe boundary without reflecting a meaningful signal back to the surface antenna. The fractional amount of energy that does reflect is easily obscured by the standard background noise of the soil matrix. In dry soil matrices, polyethylene is dielectrically transparent, rendering high-frequency GPR systems blind to its presence. Moving that same pipe into wet clay creates a different environment. Wet clay provides the massive dielectric contrast GPR requires to spot a low dielectric polymer. Wet clay holds a dielectric constant between 20 and 40. This creates a favorable reflection coefficient against the 2.3 value of the pipe. This line graph plots GPR signal attenuation against increasing soil moisture. It highlights a counteracting physical property of wet soils: high bulk electrical conductivity. This conductivity acts as a clay wall, absorbing the high-frequency microwave energy before it reaches the buried pipe. Even if the signal reaches the target, gas networks present a secondary complication: negative contrast. A solid metal pipe has an effectively infinite dielectric constant, but a polyethylene pipe is filled with natural gas, which has a dielectric constant of roughly 1. This means the pipe interior is dielectrically less dense than the surrounding soil. This negative contrast produces a phase-reversed reflection on the radar. It requires expert operators to distinguish the actual gas main from empty voids or animal burrows. This results in the GPR paradox. The soil moisture needed for dielectric visibility simultaneously absorbs the signal through conductive attenuation. To bypass the electrical limits of the soil, technicians rely on mechanical wave propagation, or acoustic positioning.
This is the acoustic wave equation, modified to account for viscous forces in a physical medium. The variable eta represents the damping coefficient. Polyethylene is a viscoelastic material. It possesses a significantly higher internal damping coefficient than rigid metals like steel. Because of this high viscous friction, acoustic energy traveling directly through the solid polymer pipe wall decays exponentially over very short distances. For acoustic detection to work, it cannot rely on the solid wall as the primary transmission medium. The solution shifts focus away from the solid wall, aiming at the interior boundary where the polymer meets the natural gas column. Every physical medium has an acoustic impedance, its natural opposition to longitudinal wave motion. This cross-section shows the massive specific impedance mismatch at this internal boundary. The polyethylene wall measures 2.2 megarails, while the natural gas column is only 0.0003 megarails. This extreme mismatch causes nearly 100% of the injected acoustic energy to reflect off the inner wall and bounce back into the gas. This reflection traps the signal, transforming the non-conductive gas column into an exceptionally efficient, long-distance acoustic waveguide. To trace the line, highly sensitive surface geophones capture the minuscule fraction of acoustic energy that penetrates through the pipe wall and travels up through the soil. Advanced positioning systems process this data, utilizing the resonance frequencies of the pipe soil system and cross-correlation time delay to calculate precise burial depths. Acoustic positioning succeeds by exploiting the fluid dynamics of the internal gas column to bypass the viscoelastic limitations of the pipe itself. An alternative approach addresses the detectability gap by altering the material physics of the polymer at the point of manufacture. During the compounding process, the raw polyethylene resin is doped with barium or strontium ferrite nanoparticles, constituting up to 24% of the pipe by weight. This concentration ceiling is strictly maintained to ensure the embedded metals do not compromise the pipe's critical hydrostatic strength or flexibility. This cross-section of a Halbach dipole shows the active magnetization phase. As the extruded pipe passes through the unit, it is hit with a focused magnetic field exceeding 6,000 Gauss. This field permanently orients the embedded ferrite particles, forcing them into a continuous sinusoidal waveform. This waveform acts as a magnetic barcode, engineered with a specific, repeating periodicity, such as changing direction every 10 feet. Because this periodic signature is exact, technicians using surface magnetometers can distinguish the gas line from random metallic clutter buried in urban environments. Engineered magnetic polymers remove the unpredictable variable of soil geophysics by making detectability an intrinsic material property. This matrix chart compares the three physical modalities used to solve the detectability gap. Ground-penetrating radar provides high-resolution imaging, but is strictly bounded by the dielectric contrast and electrical conductivity of the host soil matrix. Acoustic positioning circumvents soil conductivity by exploiting the massive acoustic impedance mismatch of the internal gas column. Magnetic doping sidesteps environmental geophysics and attenuation by pre-engineering the material's magnetic signature. The physics of subsurface detection is a constant battle against environmental entropy and signal attenuation. True subsurface visibility is achieved by mastering the physical boundaries of these wave domains, ensuring polymer networks remain transparent only exactly when intended.